Hello, it is me, Teacher here, and today we'll be going over whether the Anguish of Drystan auto rifle is good. It can be obtained by completing encounters on the King's Fall raid on the 390 hard mode light. If you get this weapon on challenge mode, it becomes an adept weapon, which gives it arc damage and makes it exotic. We'll be going over both the PvE and PvP aspects of this gun, and I think you'll be surprised with the results. But without further ado, let's get right into it. The Anguish of Drystan is very easy to judge for PvE. It is, simply put, a no. It's in the 77-26 archetype, the same as the Answering Chord and Antipodal Hindsight, and the rest of the state's base stats are great, on paper that is. For some reason, its stability is atrocious. Even with braced frame, which gives it close to max stability, it is barely manageable. To get anything out of this gun, you need to use braced frame, which lowers the mag size significantly. This makes it so you are constantly reloading, which can be very troublesome in high-paced encounters. But the biggest reason not to use this weapon is it takes up your exotic slot. The perks are not much to brag about, and the other two arc auto rifles in the game, Zalor Supercell and Necrochasm, were made specifically for PvE and do their job much better than the Anguish of Drystan does. Now that we're done with PvE, let's move on to PvP, which is much more complicated, to say the least. While its stability is bad, braced frame makes it manageable if you are in auto rifle range. Even though you decrease the magazine size with braced frame, you'll only be getting into engagements with 1 or 2 people. The mag is plenty large enough for that. But the best thing about this weapon is its damage output. With the recent auto rifle changes, auto rifles like Anguish of Drystan have become lethal machines. Unfortunately, it definitely takes some practice to control the recoil pattern. Imagine pre-buff Vex Mythic class. My recommendation is that you get the legendary non-adaptive version of this auto rifle for Crucible, purely so it doesn't take up your exotic slot. So, final verdict for this weapon. Should it be used in PvP? My answer, only in specific circumstances. While it can be very good in the right times, guns like Eyes Luna and Blind Perdition will simply outplay it most of the time, specifically in trials. Still, I suggest you go and try to pick one up. Try it for yourself. Well, that's the end of the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Have a nice day. See ya.